Welcome to another episode of Everything Anime, the podcast with your host Hibana from Hibana-chan.
Hello.
I'm OT from Everything Anime, and we are here with another episode today. If you're watching this on YouTube the right way, you got a visual, hit that subscribe button. Join the family, join the community, because we got a lot of content coming. Not just this season, but going forward, right? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good today.
Feeling good?
Yeah, I can't wait to start talking about anime.
Well, then let's not wait any longer. Let's get right to it. So what anime are we starting off with?
Starting with JJK.
JJK?
Let's start strong.
All right, we're going to tackle the confusing games. I mean, the Culling Games. What are your takes on the rules? Were you able to understand
Wait. I don't have my notebook with the rules. I was taking notes. It was kind of like a class. Okay.
I was about to say, oh, shoot. Do we not have the actual notebook or something like that?
But, what was the question again? Sorry.
Did you understand it at first?
No, because it was going too fast, and I can't wait for the episode to drop in English, so I don't have to be like, okay, can you pause it again? Can I read what it says? But after going in social media, and there was a guy that did a great explanation of the Culling Games.
Yeah.
And basically, I mean, if you stop the episode and read it, it's not that crazy, you know. I kind of understood when I was watching it, but did I really, you know what I mean? So I need like more clarification about it. What about you? But do you feel lost?
I understand the overall, like, hey, in order to take over the world, he got to take over Japan in some capacity. Yeah. He don't care if these people live. It's easier and better if they die. And everybody got these curse techniques and powers. That's what I got. And then you got the breakdown. I appreciate the visual. Like the visual of the episode, like connecting the dots and stuff like that. Though it did get a little crazy.
I mean, they had to find a way so people can understand what was going on. Yeah. So I think the visual might help a little bit, you know, but it was also confusing.
I think it helps, especially seeing how the previous episode just put all of it on the screen. This allows us to break it down, to have an understanding of where all the players, where do they need to go, what do they need to get done, stuff like that, you know. And to have Tengen to be the one explaining it.
Pretty cool. I mean, that's how it happens. But so to my understanding, the Culling Games is basically this guy, Kenjaku. He woke up like the curse spirit that people had, and maybe they weren't able to use it, or for some reason, blah, blah, blah. Or the one that he implanted on people. So now they're able to use it. So now all these people have all these curse spirits, and they are forced to play. So if they don't play, he's gonna take the curse spirit basically out of them, and they will basically die. So all these players now, they can make colonies and they can fight together, and how they get point is basically by killing other people. Depending, I forgot exactly how many points they get, they can change one rule, or they can add one rule to the game.
100 points, I believe.
100 points, right? Or they can add one rule to the game. However, this rule cannot interfere with the game itself. So basically, they cannot add a rule that will say, okay, the game is over, we cannot continue playing. But they can add a rule that can where they can take an advantage, basically, to win the game. And something that I was confused at the end of the episode, I had to go to social media to be able to understand, was like, okay, so I understand that he do the Culling Games, so it's a ritual, preparing the ritual so he can kind of like infuse Tengen with like all these people in Japan. And I was like, but how? I was like, something missing. And then this guy that I follow in social media basically explained that the Culling Games, basically, they will set the place for the ritual because all the cursed energy that is going to be used in the game. So that's, you remember that I was asking when we were watching the episode, but why? Like, it's something that I don't fully understand. So, by them fighting and killing people and like cursed energy just being here and there, it's kind of like going to infuse the area, maybe, I don't know, for the ritual that we want to make, where he wants to like merge Tengen with everybody. And like the reason why he wants to do that apparently is just to see the evolution of human. He wants to create something better than himself. So he just like speeding the process up, maybe. He don't want to wait.
Yeah.
That's what I understand about the Culling Games so far.
More than me. All I understand is what I told you. All the specifics, I honestly don't get it. I understand that it's
Yeah.
gonna progress, but I don't get that. I don't get the colonies. So your breakdown, his breakdown, cool, but I'm still like, all right, they got to
Yeah.
kill people to get a rule.
Yeah, like I mean, I'm not really explaining all the rules, but people also had like certain amount of time to be able to enter the game too. That's
Mhm.
another like rule. I
Yeah.
forgot how many days they had left. But yeah, it's kind of like confusing. It's a brutal game.
Mhm.
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Like this took really dark turn since the last season. Like
The Shibuya incident literally was a massacre.
yeah, like from that moment, from that started, just guys just went dark.
I mean, that's what Gay Gay has going on. So,
But I am for it. Let's see how many people are gonna die. You know, not really want to watch that, but I know it's going to happen. Anyway, so what do you think about your guy Yuta? Because he's going to enter the game right away, so he can get some more information.
Yuta is the MVP. He is going to hold it down. I have not read ahead, so I don't know. But all I know is Yuta is going to hold it down. Without Yuta, story's trash. Yuji Itadori. Actually, no. Let me stop. Let me give a little bit of anime deep dive.
Mhm.
Right. While they're going over the game, and when they're deciding the priorities and what needs to get done and who needs to do what, I'm seeing how Yuji is just going with the flow and not taking time to really digest everything that's happening. This literally, they said literally the Shibuya incident was just not that long ago. So it's all rolling into each other. I feel like Yuta is a failsafe that, like I said, Gojo set up, hey, in the event that I'm sealed or something like that, make sure you watch over Yuji, everything like that. So when Yuta is going out ahead of time to make sure that he gets more information from the game, I think he's trying to be as useful as possible. And I think he's trying to keep Yuji from having to kill more people or experience more death, even though it's not inevitable. You can't stop it.
I mean, they all have their own like assignments per se. Like we're going to do this, you're going to do that, whatever. But that you're saying does make sense. And I saw somebody talking about this also, like how Yuji maybe still like he still felt responsible for all the death in the Shibuya incident.
Mhm.
And even like at the beginning of the episode, we see him like at the beginning of the season in the movie, you see him like washing his hands and all the blood just coming out.
Mhm.
So that does make sense. Maybe he can see that Yuji still feel guilty
Mhm.
about all the people who died, and
Yeah.
he wants to postpone his participation as much as he can. So that kind of like makes sense then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Basically, Yuji's just weak.
because
Yuji is just weak, you know.
no, he's not weak. He's pretty strong. But I mean, what can you say? Freaking Yuta has like a freaking what's her name, Rika?
Here you go.
I mean, not everybody has a Rika to fight with.
I mean, he doesn't even need her
He's
technically.
creepy.
He's not creepy. We did a poll. It was split 50-50 from everybody that responded to it.
Everybody, there's not one response.
Everybody that was called. It can't be tied with one response.
Yeah. Do you got
From
more?
all the people that responded, it was a tie. Yuta is no creepy. He's not cool. He's just in between.
Creepy. Oh,
But-
because he has all these access to this cursed energy doesn't mean that he's better than everybody else. You're just still pretty new in the game, okay? So he's developing. He's developing. And he's a good guy.
He's
a good
developing. He's a good guy.
Yuta.
But at the same time,
You don't want to start the game so he can start killing people right away.
not for the killing. He doesn't want to do it for the killing. He wants the information. But
Yeah.
what stood out in this episode was how many times they showed old girl getting shot in the head. Like they just kept on going to the replay, just like, like that's crazy. Like we don't get it already. And the people that, like I want to say at least like 3 or 4 times.
What's the name? Like his was the star
Star plasma vessel, something like that.
Like we get it. She got shot.
We get it, but it's crazy how Toji's interference threw everything off, and then the only 2 items that could possibly, and then the only 2 items that could possibly like unseal Gojo are the 2 things that he ended up destroying. The one weapon that Toji was using, and then the rope that Miguel was using. So now it's like, golly, now the only way to do it is to find this lady Angel. And I guess she had her curse technique is to
Can help with, but
stop all curse techniques.
It's really convenient. The thing it had that box, like it's the back of the realm.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh wow, how convenient. Well, that's pretty cool.
It's convenient, but at the same time, if everything that happened 12 years ago, he's like, I can't put nothing up. You know what I mean? And then I'm excited to meet that other third year that they talked about. Towards the end of the episode, we got introduced to another guy that was like, oh, I'm a comedian. I got to rewatch it and stuff like that. But what's worth noting, and I was going to say this before I went to something else, the Angel lady, her technique is to basically cancel out any other curse technique, which is basically exactly like Dazai from Bungo Stray Dogs, which is crazy because the way that he used his power was basically like kind of broken because nobody could do anything to him with their power. So I'm excited to see one, because again, if you read it long, you already know how it happens. Just because she helps him doesn't mean that she wants to help him. She can be one of those people that's like, I'm trying to kill people. I'm trying to gain points. I don't know if she's going to be helping, if she's not going to help him.
I don't think she's going to. I mean, this is what I think, like what I saw from the 2 seconds that they present her. But I don't think she's like a good girl. Or maybe a good character. She might be a little bit challenging. Maybe not like against that, but not like, why should I help you kind of type of thing.
She has her own intentions or something.
I think that would make it more entertaining, like to the story, rather than like, oh yeah, I can help you do anything. I don't think it's gonna happen like that.
Yeah, when you have a power that broken, it's like, sheesh.
Yeah. Which is crazy.
But I'm excited, apparently, because Jujutsu Kaisen fans are horrible when it comes to spoilers. I heard that Maki has a big episode next week, so I'm excited to see that. Yeah, apparently, you know what I mean? Jujutsu Kaisen people can't keep their mouth shut. They just want to spoil everything. You feel me? That's not cool. If you know anime etiquette, then you know you're not supposed to do that. It's one thing to say, they might go in a direction. It's nothing. This is exactly what happens. It's like, come on.
Give a warning, like, okay, warning, 1, 2, 3, okay.
Yeah, they can
see you here, okay, whatever, yeah.
Like literally, even if it's anime on social media, you can just do like a bright red spoilers for the upcoming episodes.
And it's like what I said before. You just be on social media, just scrolling out of there. You get spoiled from Jujutsu Kaisen.
You get spoiled.
I never seen any other anime that you get so much spoilers from.
Yeah.
Like, it's just Jujutsu Kaisen. Even when Jujutsu Kaisen is not even a season, like episodes aren't airing, you just keep getting spoiled.
Just keep it up.
It's frustrating, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. You got to do better. So do you want to talk about Sentenced to be Hero next?
Yeah, of course. Let's do that.
All right. Well, first, I want to address something. Online, I'm not even going to say there was a lot of people, because the people in the anime community love to say things like, everybody keeps on saying this. 82 people out of 8 million said something. And you say, everybody. There were people that were saying that the animation in this episode was horrible. Absolutely horrible. And I don't think that's the case. Is it likely for an episode that had a whole bunch of fights and animation to dip a little bit? Yeah, every single anime, every single series where there is any sort of animation has up episodes and down episodes. But what I like to say is, especially if you're in the anime community, you've been watching anime for the last couple of years, we've had examples such as Blue Lock. We've had examples such as recently as One Punch Man that show what bad animation is. Terrible sandwich. And I don't think that episode 2 of Sentenced to be Hero was as bad as everybody was saying. Were there a couple frames or a couple things that were drawn a certain way? Okay, but that happens. Any regular anime is going to have that. But I just want to start off by saying, I don't think the animation was bad for the second episode.
I mean, I didn't see people saying that it was terrible. What I saw was people explaining that, I think one of the animators made a post explaining that please forgive them if the animation looks a little off or if it took like a dip. This wasn't a priority episode, and I don't know if it was like because of the delays or something. I don't remember well. The quality might not be up to the standards of the first episode, and some people were, I guess, also talking like it doesn't look like the first episode, but like for me, it looks fine. I don't.
Looks
Like, to
fine.
be honest, I don't see anything wrong with it. It looks pretty good. Like, what else do you want to show?
Exactly. Like people are moving. They're not going.
Aesthetic.
They're not just moving the mouth and nothing happens. Just slow pan in, slow pan out. Nothing like that. And technically, I want to point out the fact that between the first episode and this episode, I like how Sentenced to Be Hero does the POV shots where they're actually taking the camera, for lack of a better term, and they're running with you and you can see from their point of view. And that reminds me of another anime that does that so well, and that's Promised Neverland. If you recognize, Promised Neverland has some really good POV shots. Sometimes season 1, yes, only season 1. We don't even talk about season 2. But Promised Neverland has some really good POV shots where you really got a feel of the house, the quietness, the creepiness, the different shades and tones. And this, even though it's like eccentric and they're jumping up, stuff like that, I like the POV shot sometimes. What do you think about the story, the character, just what's happening? What do you think?
What's happening?
Yeah, general.
I mean, I still not much or haven't get much for it, but for what's currently happening, it's just seeing that this higher up, they're just trying to get rid of people for some reason or another. Like they send them to that like mine, right? And they send that Captain Kivia.
Oh, Kivia, yeah.
Yeah. So it seems that they just trying to get rid of her. I mean, I don't know.
I don't.
He looked a little like, like the way that they're trying to show like the commander giving her the orders. He looks a little sus.
I don't think they're trying to get rid of Kivia. I think they just don't care about her rank and below, to the point that, as we saw in the first episode, she's trying to prove herself. The mission has to come, and she's not thinking about what's the context. Like, no. So when we have dude telling her, hey, this is spreading, you got to go to this mine, clear this out, she's just doing it without worrying.
So you think he's just using her to achieve whatever means they want? Because sorry, because Silo was like talking to her, like kind of like putting two and two together. Like we didn't need to be here because it's winter is approaching. So which it seems that maybe winter slows down that
the blight or something like that.
The blight is like the demon, the fairies. So it is a little like it's us. I don't know. So maybe they would. He was like, "Do you want like the goddess?" He implied like they wanted to use her. Maybe it was the plan like to have the heroes die so they can take the goddess away from them.
That's potentially what's happening. So in the first episode, it was transport, so they didn't even know she was involved.
Yeah.
In this episode, they know she's involved, and they assign them to the specific thing. And like what you said, he's over here questioning her, not saying this is a trap, but he's saying this just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like he's alluding to, like, you don't get that this doesn't make sense? Like, you're following orders, but why would we do this? This doesn't make sense. And it could be, so what I think is, it could be they're trying to put him in a situation where he dies, and right now we're following Kivia, but they just, under a certain rank, so that captain rank, they just don't even consider. Because they know that they want to climb the ranks, so they're like, I don't think they're out to get Kivia, but I do think that she is playing into this, which isn't helping.
Okay, so it does make sense that they maybe send the heroes there so they can take the goddess, have the heroes die. And if Kivia get caught in the process, but then we don't care. Like, you got caught, that's it.
Yeah, if you got caught, that's it.
Maybe that's it.
Now, what I do like is that Kivia doesn't seem like she's for Xylo, but it doesn't seem she's against Xylo. So she's showing some, like, she's showing that she's a little slow because she's just following orders blindly. But at the same time, she's willing to take into consideration what's his opinion because she knows his history. To the point that she's like talking through something, and she could easily be like, okay, I heard what you say, but I'm still doing this. But at the same time, she could make a decision. If it wasn't for that high priest guy to interrupt, like, why are you taking advice from a hero? It's like the way that she's developing is pretty cool because she's not an airhead, but at the same time, she's a little too committed. She's a little too close, basically.
So it seems that a lot of these like knights, they're just willing to give their life for the cause.
Yeah.
Okay, the life for the cause is just to stop the demons, so they don't keep taking the lands.
Yeah.
And they keep getting corrupted. And it seems that she is really proud of herself, and I think many knights are. So they don't care if they die for the cause.
Yeah.
Because the cause they also want to see. They also want like other people to see how strong they are. Not strong, but like what's that word that she keeps saying in the first episode? Like I do this for
not honor or
I think it's honor.
It might be.
I think like they keep doing that for the honor, and so whatever matters to her, just honor and doing it for the cause. So it doesn't seem that she question like the orders that she's getting.
She's a soldier.
Yeah,
a soldier's not supposed to quote unquote question orders.
But yeah, like and also like as many people, they just had the heroes in this category. Like they don't even want to talk to them. Like it's like you are nothing. You're worse than any animal to them.
Yeah.
But the moment that she heard who he was, remember the first episode? Oh, you Silo? It's kind of different because as we saw, he was a. Was he?
I think he was a captain. Yeah.
He was a captain before, and it seems like he had a good reputation. So I think that's why she takes his word
into consideration.
Yeah. In a sense.
So I'm excited to see where that develops. We also get a glimpse of the power system. Xylo said that he's capable of wielding 2 of those things at the same time. Meanwhile, we also got introduced to some of the other companions of his. You had the one guy that's like Arthur. And he literally just in his own world as if he runs everything. Bossing people around, but he's very gifted in the use of those techniques and stuff like that. Then it's tragic. You got the other guy that's died. He's a hero that's died and he's lost himself to some extent. And all he's doing is like a puppet, like a mind.
Yeah, just follow orders at this point. He's lost.
He's just gone, It's sad, but for a second episode, I think it's progressing. We got a good idea of the power system to some extent. We got some progression of the interaction between him and her. We can definitely tell that there is a conspiracy there between the person that ordered her around and all this other stuff. But what really gets me is the goddess, right? The goddess really is concerned when she finds out that these were people in the tunnel. Like at that point, she's like, hey, like, do we have to? Like, there's no other way.
There's no way.
And that makes me think that there might be a way to reverse it in some capacity. Nowhere near now. It might be like some like end of series stuff.
It doesn't look like.
Because it looks like some end of the series. There's a way to reverse. But the way it looks is so bad. But that stood out the fact that she carried like, but we got to kill people. And he was like, hey, we got to do it. It's better to do it now instead of the suffering.
To end the suffering.
To end the suffering. And then he just gave them the perfect scenario. Hey, y'all don't want casualties. I'll go in here. I'll rescue these people.
Oh, the people that were left in the mine.
I'll rescue these people. I don't care about these people. I just don't want my head blown off. So I'm going to do this. And then she's like, let's go. And then when he tells her, no, you stay here. And then reiterates to them, this should be a win-win. Either I bring everybody back and in time and cool. If not, I don't. I die, seal it up, and you guys don't have to worry.
Alive, the god is still here.
Yeah. So he's definitely an interesting character,
But yeah, he doesn't care. But I think he just because the people they're still there at the end of the day. The village, they're still waiting for those people to come back.
I don't think he cares.
Well, why he's doing it then?
So he's one of those people that's like, I'm doing this so I don't gotta hear something. I'm doing this so I don't have to die.
Because he's cautious, he still knows. You remember when he saw the goddess, he remembered the little child from the village to say, can you please bring my daddy back? Are you going to look for my daddy?
So you think he
feels like responsible for doing he might really want to do it, don't care. But then all the villages, people like they're waiting for them to come back.
Yeah.
And he also probably wants to help the goddess in a sense, like how help with her soft spot that she has.
Yeah.
With the people.
Yeah, it's a pretty interesting concept, But with that being said, I like it. I think it was a good episode. I think all the people online should chill out, i.e., the two people that heard two other people talk about it, and now everybody or like that's all I hear. Like, no, it's not bad animation. There's not an anime uproar right now over Sentenced to Be Here.
Right. Old people chill out.
Yeah.
How many old people you saw saying this?
All the people, yeah.
He saw all the people.
He saw all the people saying it, but it is what it is. Anything else?
Oh, this anime? No, I think that's it. I'm just waiting for episode 3 and see what what's her name? Kavia? What's she gonna do?
Yeah.
Really?
I thought they were gonna come out with the episode on Saturday because technically the week before came out on Thursday, but probably to make sure that they don't upset people. Now this would upset people when you mess up the dub sub. That like if they were to just go out with the sub and then it's back to the 2-week delay, I think that would have gotten people talking. But if it's if you gotta be off a week so that we can get the dub at the same time, that's cool with me. You know what I mean? So let's dive into let's tackle Hell's Paradise. We got Gabimaru over here for a reason. You feel me?
Every episode is gonna be
Gabimaru right there. You know what I mean? Just I got I got a figurine from when we went to Anime NYC. Oh, you feel me?
Didn't see that one coming.
Didn't see that one coming. Do you want to start off or?
You can start off. That's one of your favorites. So go ahead.
All right.
The floor is yours.
The floor is mine. So let's dive into Hell's Paradise. One of my favorite anime this season, as you guys can see, the Gabimaru.
The one and only.
The one and only Gabimaru figurine that I got from Anime NYC. Thank you very much. This episode, so first off, I've read ahead. So I've read past this part. And it's interesting the way, see, I'm respectful. I'm not going to give you guys spoilers. I'm not like them JJK fans.
Thank you, Your Highness.
I'm not like them JJK fans. As a Hell's Paradise fan, I got your intentions in mind. I got good intentions. So, with that being said, when we left off from, or at the end of season 1, and you pick up in the manga, in volume 6, I believe that's the correct one, there's a shift. So it doesn't start exactly where season 2 happens. Obviously, they got to give backstory, stuff like that. But I thought they were going to touch on something this episode, which basically has to be touched on in the next episode, which I'm really excited for. With that being said, I'm just saying that they're moving some stuff around, but I have faith in them. I think they're doing a good job. And I also want to say, after reading, they're moving through this content fast. It doesn't feel rushed, but they're moving fast. Like to the point they might get to where I'm at, or maybe even past that technically by the end of the season. We open up to what's the name? Letting the town just take over. He's going crazy. Him and Gabimaru are fighting. And something that stood out to me about this episode is something that stood out this episode to me. There was 2 things that stood out. I'm gonna talk about the first one first, and then we'll go.
What?
Obviously, Gabimaru's Tao is so messed up. He has the partial memory loss. He doesn't remember certain things. Why am I here? Who do I trust? Right now, he knows that he needs to just kill, right? When he is fighting, dude, he remembers to he's been trained as a shinobi, which is, he was thinking, okay, how do I do this? What do I do? How do I kill him? And there was a moment where it just clicked, like his training clicked. It's like, I'm here to remove obstacles because somebody else is going to come. It's not about me winning. It's not about me getting further. It's literally about, there's an obstacle in front of me. I need to make this gone so that the person behind me can go forward. There's a certain level of, not camaraderie, but just order and a system that's crazy, the level of brainwashing they are, because that he has, because he's willing to not just okay, I'm just going to take myself out, but more so, if I die while I'm doing this, then I die while I'm doing this. Yeah. It's not about me. It's about a bigger cause, you know. Somebody else is going to pick up where I left off. And when you see really quickly, there was a moment where his wife's little ghost hand was like,
something changed.
His little ghost was like, but that was a moment where he could have been like, is there? But he ignored it. He leaned into, I'm going to just go until I can't go no more.
Well,
it's crazy.
That was the level of brainwash that he had before he met his wife. You know? But after he had his wife, if she's real, and he hopes she's real.
He had it. It sounded like a baby. After he married
his wife.
Got with his wife, yeah.
Things changed. He didn't have his wife, you know what I mean?
We know.
Was the cheek given to him like by the
technically, yeah. Technically. Potato.
Here you go. Here's your wife. That's your wife. So before that, he didn't have a wife.
Allegedly, right?
Allegedly. But if she's real, he changed after that.
Yeah.
And before her, he was so brainwashed and he didn't really care about himself.
Yeah, at all. Like he was just a shinobi. That's what we do. This is literally all what we do.
Sad, empty life.
It's a sad, empty life. But at the end of the day, it shows how they're killers. Like they literally are killers. Like they don't care what they got to do. They're going to do what they need to do. I like how we were able to see just how twisted that power is. It was taking over the other guy. To the point he had stuff growing out of him.
He's not human anymore.
He's not human to an extent, right?
Kinda.
I really like how his brother had that realization while he was fighting, like, yo, you're putting yourself through this because you think you have to take care of both of us. Because I can't take care of myself, you put this pressure on yourself to do whatever or become whatever you need to do, which is pretty cool, you know? It's pretty cool that he had that reflection and he's like, yo, like, you don't need to do this for me.
Yeah, like he said, like, I thought we were fighting together, but it turns out you're fighting for me.
Yeah, which is deep.
Yeah, I'm not really putting much weight in this fight. Any fight that we have in our life, it always has been him.
Yeah.
But dude is crazy. And he really don't care. I don't know, like, he's just messed up.
He's the one to lean into it, you know? He's going to let it take him over.
So what do you think is going to happen? Because one of those, I forgot what's the name of them, the beans in the
Tenzin?
The Tenzins, one of them found him.
The main one found him. As we saw in season 1, they said, nah, this is the main one that the rest of them split from.
So,
you know what I mean?
They're going to recruit him.
But let's go back a little bit because there was a lot of fighting and you forget to even like how the fight even ended. It ended because his brother came in there and was like, yo, I don't want you to go through this. And that level of self-sacrifice to say, hey, it's okay. So it's like on one end, the older brother let in. He said, I'll be consumed. I'll become a monster to save us both. Younger brother is like, yo, you don't need to do that. It's my fault that you put yourself in this situation. You don't have to do this. So thankfully to May, she was able to stop the fight to some extent, separate them, send the older brother down. Toma was able to stay up top. Gabimaru was able to stay up top. And she's over here aging from the use of her towel to the point that they're like, who are you? You're the little girl. You're a grown girl now.
Everywhere.
But that's to be expected because even in season 1, even though we didn't have an understanding that it was tied together, after she saved Gabimaru, she aged up a little bit where he was like, wait, you're a little bit older. Like, you're not as young before. But now she aged up and now the fight is over, thankfully. You know what I mean? Because if not, Gabimaru would have been dead, you know?
Yeah.
I think both of them would have just killed each other. Not because one is stronger than another, but because they were both willing to just go all in. So now, dude is by himself, and that's when he sees the Tenzin. The Tenzin of all the Tenzin, the one that he branched all of the other ones from himself to become, which is just crazy, because that's not like, okay, there's another little, like, that's the big boss. So what happens next is like, what the hell, you know?
That's just gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy. It really is.
I'm gonna recruit he one of us now, like.
But thankfully now both groups
are reunited.
But thankfully now both groups are reunited, you know? I wanted that to happen so bad. I wanted that to happen so bad. It did, because no. But this brings me to the second part that I said I really like about the episode. Not only are they all together, but the fact that the Asaemon are together. So when you see somebody like Fushi that's asking, hey, what happened to everybody, like Kentadono that passed away, you see real tears in his eyes. He has a memory of them all just hanging out, stuff like that. And if you remember from the first episode, the new guy that we were introduced to, the number 2 of Asaemon, he's over here saying, hey, like, we need to go back there. And the other guy's like, yo, I don't want to go back there. It's too crazy. And he's like, no, what's name said that he was going to let me know. He was going to reach out to me in 2 days. And it's been 3 days. Their dynamic isn't just, okay, we're brothers in arms. It's like, they have real relationships.
They really care.
I think to some extent, don't quote me on this, but I believe the mangaka actually wrote out full backstories for every single Asaemon. Like, not just character designs, like their actual interests, their actual interactions. This person likes this person's cool with this person. And it's expressed through not only the manga, but the anime so well, because they truly do care for each other. They're impacted when they die. So I really like that too.
I would like to check that out and see what's up.
Yeah.
So you can understand the characters themselves better.
Like, the dynamics are real. Like, they're really real, which is pretty cool. Some are superficial in manga and anime, but not this group. What are your main thoughts on those episodes?
I was just thinking about when Sagiri got on top of Gabimaru. And we were like, oh, okay.
But she did it. But she did it after she was like, who are you?
Like, you're not Gabimaru.
You're not Gabimaru. I learned some Tao tricks. So I'm going to try this. And got on top of him to the point that it wasn't like sexual, but it was intimate. It was intimate so that she can heal his Tao to hopefully bring him back and say, hey, aren't you fighting for another reason? Who are you? I'm Gabimaru the Hollow.
Yeah, that goes to show how much the relationship like has progressed, since they met. So like they're like really like they act like close friends.
Very, very close.
And like, you're fighting for your wife, remember?
And that's huge, you know?
Well, I'm really glad that she was able to heal him.
Yeah. When I read that, I was like, oh no, how long is this going to go on? But then I'm like, okay, he's back. He's apologizing. But that's one reason why I really do like Gabimaru as one of my favorite main characters. He's complex, you know? You always say I have this thing for main characters that are broken and stuff like that. But Gabimaru, at least in his monologues, you could tell a lot with the characters' monologues. What they say to themselves is not posturing. It's actually who they are. And when he was lost, he literally was back to that brainwashing. Like, I don't care. It's the mission. I will do what I need to do. But when he came back, it's more so, no, it's more than that. She helped me. And then when old girl was like, how do you know she's real? He didn't have the best way to explain it, but he did the best way he could.
I feel it, like I sense it.
I like
the small little things. That was like that was a really soft moment, like heart touching moment. So I really hope she's real.
I do too. I haven't gotten that far, so I hope she's real. I think she is, but I hope she's real. You know,
she might be.
I'd probably say no. We'll save it for then. We'll save it. But this episode was great. This is a great start to a season 2. I would like to see, it'll be cool, we should do the best season 2s, because there's a lot of season 2s that fall off. But that's for another day, because Anime Core, all that stuff is coming. That's why you got to hit the subscribe button, you know?
The House Brother is going strong.
Yep.
Can't wait to see what else is going to happen. It is a pretty amazing anime and a crazy story and a crazy island. A crazy island there, like it's literally a whole paradise.
Yeah, it's a perfect title.
So can't wait to see more. So now let's talk about vigilantes.
Oh, do we have to?
I don't know.
I want to save it for the end.
I feel like, you know what I mean? People are watching vigilantes and we're watching vigilante out of respect. It's out of respect for My Hero Academia.
Horikoshi has enough built up what's it called for us to,
and not have no fans. They're like, okay, maybe we can see a little something else, because nostalgic, especially now that we don't have My Hero Academia anymore.
Yeah.
But it's not living up to the standards, and I don't know. It's just like sleeping anime. I wouldn't even consider as one of my cooking animes so far.
Dang. You won't even have in the background when you cook?
No, because I started watching it, especially like season 1. I remember because you were like, "Oh, let's watch this." It's also like blah blah blah, and I'm like, okay, we didn't have like anything else to watch. I think at that exact moment, so it has never been like, ooh.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going. I feel like I don't know. These last 2 episodes like going downhill, and I think I also really miss to see the old nerd. I forgot his name. It's just, I don't know. What are they doing?
I think you put into words something that I didn't even know, but it felt it. I think we're watching it out of obligation because Horikoshi made such an amazing story like My Hero. To have a story in that same world, we're somewhat obligated to see what it's about. The execution looks visually nice. The storytelling and the main character, not so much. Like you said, when they were the 3 dynamics, like especially with the older guy, that brought some dynamic. Now it just feels like it's, okay, what's the thing of the week that we got to worry about? I think Nick and Danny from Otaku's Anonymous made a really good point where they were in their last episode, where they said vigilantes should feel like vigilantes. They should be inspired to help people and be heroes while at the same time avoiding the police, because they know if a police officer catches them, they are going to jail, because in that world, you're not supposed to use it. And it's season 2. We got introduced to Scarman, whatever his name is, that can just super fast, and he's basically Flash. Manipulating time, kind of super Flash. But at the same time, it's just I'm not going to drop it, but it's not doing it for me, And I feel like now, like you said, we're watching it out of obligation because the first story was so good.
Yeah, maybe they're just taking too long to get to the part, like to the main plot of season 2. Because remember, season 1, they had the vial that they extract from that monster, which is like kind of like a complete experiment. So that is going around somewhere. Like somebody, like, what's up with that? Where is it at? I think that's like should be the continuation of season 2. Like, let's see what's gonna happen with this drug that they were dealing in season 1.
Yeah,
which seems to be somewhat completed.
Yeah, no, I think that because he was the one giving it to her, I think. So I think it's gonna. I'm not even sure where, but I know for sure something about Trigger or something like that was mentioned. But it's just not doing it for me.
I told you before, this is an anime that you just watch it like just to watch it.
You watch it to be caught up, you know what I mean?
It's nothing crazy.
You watch it to be caught up. It's not gonna change.
Right, one pop step gonna do something other than jumping around and performing.
I don't know. Then you got freaking what's the name?
You go, like he said his jacket is supposed to be like, oh, this is my thing, so people don't know who I am, but he's wearing all the time.
Exactly. So it's like
I don't get it. Like, who are you hiding from? Everybody knows who you are.
The crueler.
Like, you're the crueler. Everybody knows.
But
anyway,
I think we gave it enough time. We still have time.
It's enough.
Get it off of us, right?
I'm giving it one more episode. If not, we're just gonna stop talking about it.
No, we're not gonna stop talking. We're gonna. It's not One Punch Man. One Punch Man was worth dropping. That was worth dropping.
I feel bad for dropping One Punch Man.
Go watch it. Shoot.
Because I want to know the story. Because I didn't read them.
Then you got to read the manga. I think it'll be a better, especially because it's beautifully drawn. But what's the name? But if you want that, at that point you need to do that. But let's finish strong with Fire Force. Though I feel like I have a hot take. I'll let you go. You go talk about how you like whatever you want to talk about, and then give me the floor for the ISO.
So I have the floor then.
You got the floor.
It was okay. Yeah, we saw like Benimaru fighting their captain who died in such a sad, weak way to die for them. Stabbed by a little kid. And Benimaru finally used the technique that his captain wanted him to use, which is like, good job. good for doing it. I like the art style, how he changed it. Like, it was cool, but then other than that, nothing else stand out to me.
Well, let me know when I can cook. Let me know.
So I don't know. Sorry, I'm not cooking much.
No, you're cooking, but let me know when I can cook.
And it was lacking some emotional depth. I know they gave like a backstory of Animaru and like the old captain, but like it didn't touch me. It didn't touch me. It just felt like I like Fire Force, and like I wouldn't get like it was a bad episode. It wasn't a bad episode. It was just like kind of different, weird. Like something that I told you before, Fire Force has this feeling to it that I don't know how to describe it. Like it's a different anime, and the feeling that you get when you watch Fire Force is like distinct sometimes. It's not like a full excitement, but I don't even know how to explain it. But this last episode was just okay, I guess.
Okay.
But you can cook now. Go ahead.
I can cook?
Your hot take.
I got the floor.
Yeah.
This episode of Fire Force looked good, but I feel like it was lazy. I think it was lazy only because it did not establish the emotional depth that I think it wanted to convey, which can be hard when you have an anime episode opposed to reading it week to week. When this chapter came out, when they first started this episode to the end of this episode in the span of chapters, it might have been 4 chapters, 6 chapters, 8 chapters. That's a month to 2 months. They spending time getting to know his old cap and stuff like that. But seeing how you have to convey that in an anime form, we got that whole story in no emotional depth within 30 minutes.
So it's too fast.
I think this should have been one of the fights that was spread out across 2 episodes, or at least do a portion in this episode, cut to something else, and then come back so that I'm looking forward to, or there's some sort of cliffhanger. I feel like everything was so open and shut instantly in one episode that it was a lot of cool things happening, but I feel like it was isolated away from the story. So it's like a pillar rose, 2 pillars rose, and it's like, okay, this one's by us, so we'll go here because we see this, and there's no interaction with anybody else. And technically, if there doesn't need to be, that makes sense, but at the same time, I don't think this was executed the right way. Again, I think visually it was amazing. You know, what's it called? He's one of my favorite characters. Benimaru, one of my favorite characters. He's overpowered. I really like it. I really like how he has the 2 and the 3. He has both generation powers. But the execution of this episode isn't just what they chose to put in the 30 minutes, but it's more so we didn't feel, or at least I didn't feel, because I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do what other people do and say everybody is just mad now. I'm just saying, OT is saying that I would have liked to felt bad for his captain. I would have, even though that was a tragic way to die, and I would have liked this to have been split at least across. It could have been the exact same content, but across 2 episodes, so I can go in next week what's going to happen, opposed to the whole thing, it's open and closed.
I mean, I don't know how to say it. Like, Benimaru's overpowered, and even the lieutenant said, like, he's way too powerful to fight like the captain. Like, he's obviously is gonna win because he's so powerful.
Yeah.
But I can see what you're saying, like maybe spreading out into 2 episodes so we get more of a fight or feel like the emotional depth. And I think what they were trying to accomplish in this episode was to make us feel more for Benimaru. I think it was just like to make it the audience to connect more with him, but he didn't do it right.
It didn't do it right. Like I feel like if for this episode, if you were to just take it out of the season, that everything still flows. Every episode should be pivotal to some extent. I should remove an episode and be like, it doesn't make sense. I need that. I don't feel like it was needed to progress the story. It's like, okay, he came up with the pillar instead of a big robot, but at the same time, it's forgettable. And you should not make anything Benimaru forgettable. Being one of the most powerful captains, he should have been like, hey, this is the way I chose to do it. I chose to side with the Fire Force because again, that was taboo. Like, I'm not about to be under you guys. Like we're our own over here. Like he said, this is the captain I become. This is how powerful I got. I just feel like it was executed the wrong way.
Yeah, so maybe they wanted to give a full episode for him to let him shine, but it didn't come out.
It didn't come out
the right way. That's all. It sucks. So it sucks, and it does feel like an isolated event that is no part of the story.
Yes, that's what it is.
Feels, but it is part of the story because he came out with a pillar.
Technically,
but
he could have came out as just a demon.
I don't know. Like, yeah, something is just off.
Something's off. It was still
looks.
I still love Fire Force. Fire Force is an amazing anime. Like you said, it's a different cup of tea.
One thing that you used to say when we were watching, you said that maybe they're trying to rush the anime so they can put as much content as they can.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. I was saying, if this is season 3 and they said this is the final season, hey, all you got season 3.
Mm-hmm.
If the best they can do is split it across 3 cores, so season 3, part 1, part 2, part 3, and let's say it's 12, 24, 36 episodes, I would rather them just, with those episodes, put a lot of meat and potatoes and not finish the story and force a 4th season or something like that. Okay. I feel like when the studio tells them, hey, this is all you got, then they have to force content into something opposed to letting it breathe. It doesn't mean that it has to have bad pacing, but it means that if they had at least only had season 3, they should have been, all right, I hope, or I would have liked for them to have been like, all right, well, we have 200 chapters to do, and 1 season, we're only going to do 100 chapters because that's what's going to do quality.
I don't think
they try to get it all in one.
Yeah, they don't like Fire Force much. Or like, I don't know what.
Kodansha?
I don't know what's going on. I've had to do some research to see what's going on because it feels a little like weird. Why does it feel like it's being rushed?
Because I feel like that's a moneymaker. I feel like Fire Force makes money.
But like many people remember, like the first half of this, like the first part of season 3, not many people even saw it.
Yeah, it was that much.
They didn't even advertise it, and like maybe just not giving them enough money instead. So it's like, okay, it is a priority because it is more popular than many other animes, but it's not that popular.
Yeah. They're treating it like a C when it's a solid B.
Yeah.
In its best parts, it's an A, but it's a solid B, to me at least.
I don't know. Maybe that's what's going on.
I don't know. Do you guys know?
Explain it.
Explain it. But that's all the episodes this week. What would you say is your favorite of all the episodes?
Favorite episode, no anime, okay? So I know we have Jujutsu Kaisen, Sentenced to be Hero, Hell Paradise, Vigilante, and Fire Force. So I would say my favorite episode so far will be Hell Paradise.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Stole my answer.
What am I
saying? Give an answer.
We're allowed to have this.
You stole my answer.
You want a 5 out?
You want a 5 out? You want a 5 out?
Yeah. Because Jujutsu Kaisen was pretty good, but it was mostly just explaining everything, which is like pretty cool. Not my favorite episode. Sentenced to be a Hero, I would say second to Hell Paradise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I wish I could put Fire Force up there because visually it looks beautiful, but I don't feel fed. I feel like it was some fast food. Like it tastes good, but it don't fill you up, you know.
Something was missing.
Something was missing. Something was missing. But I would probably say that Hell's Paradise is my favorite episode.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. What about you? What was your favorite episode this week, y'all?
Yeah, just put it there.
Put it there. Don't be shy.
Maybe don't.
And if you did make it this far, yeah, if you made it this far, please hit that subscribe button. Come on, do it for us. Make that 6 go to 7. 7 subscribe.
We don't even ask for much, isn't that?
Don't even ask much. But we're gonna work on figuring out segments, bringing back Anime Court, some nice matchups and stuff like that. We're just this the outlet, you know. This is our outlet. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. It's our outlet.
This is our way to distress for the week.
Yes.
You know, it's gonna be a new week.
Yes, it is.
So. Let's enjoy this time together. Let's disconnect from the real world and things that's going on. Just focus on that anymore for a little bit. So make sure you continue supporting us.
Yes. Thank you very much.
So, thank you for watching.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.